Getting traffic to your website is the goal of any news organization, but keeping readers on your site is just as important. One of the most effective ways to keep your audience on your website for longer and deepen their loyalty to your coverage is to recommend other articles they might enjoy. I'm Natalie Tadina from the Google News Initiative, and in this video, we are sharing quick, practical ideas for increasing what is called recirculation on your website. Our advice is based on Google's work with thousands of news organizations around the world. Research shows that people increasingly access digital news from social media as a gateway than directly through news sites and apps. In a world where showing relevant news to your audience at the right moment is becoming even more important, recirculation can play a big role to help your readers find what they are looking for, or articles they are most likely to enjoy. Recirculating readers to other articles helps you get more visits to your coverage, improve the user experience on your website by highlighting your best content, and encourage audiences to return by showing what's relevant to them. So how do you measure this recirculation on your site? And what can we do to increase it? To get started, we recommended using a free-of-cost tool that Google built specifically for the news industry. It's called News Consumer Insights, or NCI. You can access it by clicking the link in this video. News Consumer Insights takes data from your website's Google Analytics account and translates it into customized data visualizations with personalized recommendations on actions you can take to increase your audience's engagement and the revenue you earn online. Start by connecting your website to NCI by clicking this button at the top of the page and logging in. Within NCI, click Reader Engagement. Here you'll see information on 3 groups of readers: your casual readers, who've only come to your site once in the past month, your loyal readers, who've come back up to 14 times, and your brand lovers, who have visited your site at least 15 times in the past month. In each category, you can see how many articles they have read in total during the 30-day period, and how many articles they read in a typical visit. Your goal should be to increase these numbers, especially for your most dedicated readers, your loyal readers, and your brand lovers. Okay, but which articles perform the best in terms of recirculation on your website? To answer that question, we can share another free-of-charge Google tool, this one called Real-Time Content Insights. You log in the same way that we showed you with RCI, and we'll use your website's data to show the performance of individual articles. Then you click on Historic Performance on the left-hand menu. Scroll down to Top Articles by Key Data Metrics. Click Recirculation to view the top 5 articles that drive the most recirculation. These are the stories that are most likely to send traffic to other articles on your site. You can see the topics, authors, and headlines that drove the most recirculation on your website. The score labeled Value measures the percentage of users visiting another page on your site right after landing on that page. Now you know how to analyze your current recirculation, but how do you improve those numbers? Let's start with where you put your recommended articles. We have several suggestions that have worked for many news websites. You can insert one recommended article within articles. Add a recommended article section after each article. Or you can place that section on the right side of an article. In addition to selecting the right placement for recommended articles, you also need the right design. Here are design practices that have been shown to boost recirculation. Recommend 5 stories or fewer. You do not want to overwhelm readers with too many choices. Place images on the left and stories on the right, as shown in the example on screen. Compress images so they load quickly. Rank your articles. Again, make it easy for someone to choose what they click on. Place your articles above external links. Whenever possible, you should prioritize sending traffic to other parts of your own site rather than external sites. All of these recommendations and more can be visualized on our demo site, which was developed from insights from thousands of news publishers globally. That's all for this lesson. But Google has many other suggestions for how news organizations can increase the size and loyalty of your audience. So check out the other videos in this series if you're interested. The Google News Initiative also provides in-depth coaching for groups of news organizations through our labs. You can learn more and apply on our website, g.co/newsinitiative. Thank you for watching, and please send us any questions or feedback at contactgni@google.com. Good luck.